Hello, bright and shiny. Ooh, sorry for clapping in the mic. Bright and shiny beacons light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. We have a very, very special show for you here this evening. I think I had a Massachusetts accent come out. And yes, I did grow up there. Danvers. We have a very special channeling or double channeling from Archangel Michael here this evening on things coming in March. Before we do that, I'm going to give the very, very Aya Bear, who I don't know if she's still on WhatsApp here with me. She's our super moderator extraordinaire. She's been pushing me in a good way. She's been saying, Michael, people keep saying they know what you are. You're a liberal. You're a Democrat. You're a this. You're a that. So I'm going to give you the 2 seconds, set the record straight. Then we're going to dive into everything. First off, I ain't into labels. I ain't going to call you a Trumper. I ain't going to say you're a Dems, you're a Republican, you're a blue, you're a red, you're a zebra. I love zebras. You're an anything. You are you, a divine, immortal, loving, eternal, energetic being, having an energetic experience in whatever disguise you choose to have. But you are not those labels. I am not those labels. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not an independent. What are you? I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm love. That's what you are too. At least in our better moments, we are love. That's what we are. Now, I stand for love. And anything that is not for love and not supporting love, I probably have a challenge or two with. And I get to speak my piece about that more and more and more. And then people are already going, politics. I love you. I don't care who you voted for. I love you. I don't care what you stand for now. I love you. If you're for, bigotry and God knows what, I love you. But I hope that we can steer you even more into the light and the love. But all of it. Love, no matter what. So now I think I covered everything. Let's get into the teaching. And if you've been to one of my my Archangel Michael channelings before, here's the dealio with it. I am not somebody who likes predicting the future or anything of the sort. This is something we're going to say I have been conscripted into is the best way to put it. Although Jessica Pookie, my wife, would say she felt conscripted into this marriage. A story for another day. She loves me dearly. But I tread lightly with these. I don't take prediction shows lightly. I don't enjoy them per se because predictions affect outcome, but also predictions can put you in a place of disempowerment. And if you know one thing about me and my message, it's to remind you that you're a divine, immortal, energetic being, have an energetic experience in human form as a creator. And so I don't want to do anything that disempowers you. This is coming, that's coming, or anything that appears even on the surface to be fear-mongering, even though that may be the message, a message of, hey, we get to do this, that, or the other, or this, that, or the other may occur. So I tread very lightly with this, and I treat it with the utmost respect. In this case, the reason I'm mentioning it, and please let me know if I start speaking too quickly, the reason I'm mentioning it is I did a full channeling through my automatic writing with Archangel Michael yesterday morning, and I didn't like it. And I know how this goes. When I get a channeling that I'm not quite comfortable with, and I say, all right, I'm going to go back in tomorrow and see if I get anything different, it tends to come across even stronger. And so I did my best I could to combine the channeling from last night and combine the channeling from tonight. Aya doesn't like it if I say that next line. On that note, School of Mystics. I'm going to be giving several shameless plugs here tonight because we do a School of Mystics each month where we help you ground, we help you find peace, we help you to live at that higher level. And this month's theme is actually grounding. Finding that peace by grounding, connecting with the earth, connecting with our inner wisdom, connecting with our higher something. as there's a lot of energy going on. So I'm going to mention that a time or two. Forgive me for the shameless plug, but it helps you and everybody who's in the School of Mystics. I love you guys who's in the chat, can tell you how good or great it is. I'll let them share that. All right. Where do we begin? We begin with today's channeling. And then we'll double back, time permitting, for yesterday's channeling and a short meditation at the end. Yes, Jack, grounding bear. When I pause like that, I'm having a conversation with the universe and I'm going, do I really have to? And they're going, yes, you do. And in fact, if you don't do it shortly, this will go even longer tonight. We don't want that. I went into channeling yesterday, didn't like it, went back in today, and they kept saying the same thing. Actually, they said the same thing when I was in the bathroom, I think brushing my teeth before I went into channeling. And so, let's just dive into it, everybody. Fasten our seatbelts and dive into it. Channeling for the month of March 2025. They begin, and I start by saying they, and it's Archangel Michael, and it's this collective, and then it'll become my voice, and it is more or less the conversation I'm having with Archangel Michael, and it began like this. Forgive me, and I'm certainly not fear-mongering. Bad news bears, bad news bears. Things do not get easier from here. They actually accelerate and add a shock factor. That's what we're talking about for this month. That's why we're talking about teaching a month of grounding. For things will I hate using their words, dramatically accelerate from here. Last month and the month before, I'm told, were tests to see what could be done, to see how much they could push the envelope, to see how much humanity can handle what's coming. And this month, the tests accelerate. And the powers that be, they want to break the system, and so they need to break it fast. So shock and awe at an even higher level being the name of the game this month. And something very shocking, I'm told, will happen this month, and you can count on it. Now, they said something shocking can happen this month, and you can count on it. I said, will it be bad and horrific? They said they can't say, but it will shock people completely and totally, absolutely. I asked, is it set in stone? They said nothing is, but it's in the planning stages at this moment. The gears are in motion. It can be stopped, but that's where we're at. They do say, though, there's nothing to be afraid of simply because there's nothing on the outside that we can do about it. And they mentioned an adage. If you can do, do. If you cannot, don't. Don't worry about what you cannot do. Meaning, there's no sense of worrying about something that we don't have control over. But what we do have control over, and that's tonight's message, is what we get to play with. This month, we get to go to love. We get to go to a higher state of being. Of course, yes, you can come join the School of Mystics and get grounded. We're all going to need that this month. Or your own group. Please join a group somewhere so that you don't go through this month and don't go through this year alone. So I asked, is this being said to scare people? Absolutely not, is what I'm told, dear one. But this month, more than ever, we need to get grounded for what's coming our way. And what I hear is that it's not good. What I hear is that it's definitely political or coming from the political realm. It's not coming from a fire. It's not coming from a natural disaster. It's not coming from floods or anything of that sort. And they have kept mentioning planes in the sky, but that's not what they're talking about this month. It's about something that will shock people to the core and spur people to action. And the question is, what kind of action? And what do we want? This is where the message gets really deep and profound. Archangel Michael talks about all of us being on our cell phones, being on our computers, being on our social media, being in our day-to-day lives, and having an attitude of, don't worry, this doesn't affect me. Which is interesting, because at the same time that people are saying, don't worry, this doesn't affect me, there is a huge spike in fear and discomfort. And what Archangel Michael says is this is a denial of massive change, a denial of an authoritarian streak taking place in the government, denial of all that you're seeing with your own eyes, the layoffs, the firings, the tariffs, the xenophobia, the bigotry, saying it doesn't affect me or it's not real or that we need to put America first. And this is not political. This is what I'm getting, is not about what's going on. What's going on is how we bring things back to love. It's not about a particular person. It's not about a particular party. This is about choosing right and choosing love over choosing what is not love. It's choosing to take a stand for love, choosing to take a higher stand of beingness. Heck, if you love, this is me speaking here, if you love Donald Trump, awesome. Challenge him to come even more from a place of love. If you love somebody else on another party, awesome. Call him up and challenge him to come even more out of a place of love. Help get this country back to a place of love. Help get this continent, help get this planet back to a higher state of love. We get to step forward first and foremost by the heart, through the heart, from the heart. And when we get to sew it all together, when we get this understanding that massive change is coming, we go, oh, that means I get to shift in from the heart. That's what I get to do. So what I'm hearing is a massive wave of darkness if we do not prepare. But preparing is not hiding under the bed sheets, not hiding under the mattress, not hiding under the beds. It's stepping forward from the heart, about the heart, with the heart. That's what we get to do. And Jack, if you're hearing a bias, the only bias that I have is anyone who is not coming from a place of love. And I know you are, Jack. We get to come from a place of love. So preparation is twofold right now. Talking to your neighbor. This is huge right now. It's interesting. I've been out talking to my neighbors as best as I can, and it's hard right now. People actually are, they don't want to speak because they don't want to upset the other person, or they don't want the person upset with them. Big change happens that we do not desire when we do not talk. Darkness has the potential to take over when we do not talk, when we are afraid to speak. And then secondly, we take action from the heart. We take heart-directed action, whatever that means to you. Whatever. If you're in support of everything, awesome. If you're in support of something different, awesome. If you're in support of something from a different planet, awesome. Take heart direction, not fear-based, heart direction action. So talk. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your neighbors, talk to whomever. Call up your representatives, call up a different country, call up anything. But we get to find our voice at this time. And we get to ask ourselves, what's most important to me? Because what happens in the future all depends on how much we step forward for what's important to us. Step forward on the inside and on the outside. So the powers that be, and this has always been, this is way before this election I've talked about the powers that be, have always been counting on a fearful public. A fearful public, a fearful of, well, what are the comments going to say if I do this? A fearful of social media, a fearful if I come forward. I had a channel on the show last year who talked about potentially quitting channeling ever because of how they got pummeled in the comments for what their channeling was. They were afraid to even do their job. The powers that be want to divide us. We can't let them do that, no matter how much we disagree. If you are super against zebras, and I say, I love zebras more than anything else in the world, we still get to be able to have that conversation. Let's invite each other to dinner and have those deep conversations. Tawanda has said people don't have the courage to speak the truth. That is what we get to do right now. We all need to speak our truth, not somebody else's truth. Speak your truth. This is not about a party. This is not about a color. This is not about a sexuality. This is not about a race. Good night, honey bear. I love you. I love you. I love you. And Mama Bear is there. And I don't know if Mama Bear is, we've had discussions about this. Do you want her not to be in the bright lights, or she can just say goodbye to people in the bright lights?
She wants to say goodnight.
You want to say goodnight to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody is here.
So, everybody.
Oh, you're getting so big. You're getting so big. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff up on the screen. So let me get this stuff off the screen if I can. Daddy doesn't have all the button control here, but I think I can get there. Oh, look. And there you are. There you are. There you are. This is what I'm about. This is what you get to be about. See this? Love. This is what the future is about. Love, love, love. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're taller than the TV screen now. You're taller than the screen. I think Mommy just went, and I'm riling you up before bedtime. So do you want to say goodnight to everybody?
What are you talking to, Daddy?
I see everybody here in the chat. They're saying hello, sweetie. They're saying Hannah Bear. Hi, Hannah Bear. Beautiful little Hannah Bear. Good night, sweetheart.
But who are you talking?
All of these faces that you see right here. Everybody there. So there's Millie de la Prida. There's Jack Grimaldi. Love you, Jack. There's Kathy. There's Kalina. There's Colette. There's Sonara. There's Jennifer. There's Chloe. There's Maria. There's David. There's B. Yes.
There's a bird.
So,
That's a bird.
and David brought up something interesting that we get to address. And it's very interesting and it's very important.
And what else?
What else? Well, we get to send you to bed now.
And what else are you talking to?
Who else? Well, there's Beth, and there's Scotty, and there's Dawn, and there's Maria, and Deans, and Emily. You know Emily. You see her at the farmer's market every week. And there's Sarah, and there's Madeline, and there's Paul. Michael, read us a need time story.
Where's Jackie?
Where's Jackie?
Yeah.
I don't know if Jackie's in the comments or not. And I'm not sure if Grandma Bear and Grandpa Bear are. Okay, I'm going to get back to this. So can I send you to bed now? You're just wanting to check out the chat, huh? And Lila says, pretty dress. She says, pretty dress.
And what else are you talking to?
What else?
A doggy.
Yeah, there's a doggy. That's Jennifer Cooper. She says, a warm smile can absolutely make someone's day and connects us no matter the label society hangs on us. This is so true. Oh, they say so cute. All right, I got to send you to bed.
And
Mama Bear.
what else are you talking to?
Who else am I talking to?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to get you to bed. There's so many beautiful souls saying goodnight. But we've got to get you to bed. So do you want to wave goodnight? What are those things that you have in your hands? All right. Okay, good night. We are the champions, my friend. I love you so much. Good night.
Can you sing champions?
Can you which?
Can you sing champions?
Can I sing?
Yeah.
That'd be a whole different show. All right. Where are we? We had someone mentioning that they can't speak freely now because they work in the government, and if they speak freely, they're going to lose their job. This is the big picture, what I'm talking about. We all get to speak now before we're not able to speak. This is not about sexuality, a race, immigration status, not about a party, not about a color. And if you're in the federal government, oh my God, do I feel for you right now? And I send love, I send love, I send love. But it's our chance to come together as one. This is what this time period is about, coming together as one people, as one nation, as one planet. And the more that we're being torn apart or labeled, they're working for the federal government, they're clearly bad. They're working for this country, they're clearly bad. They're doing this. No. We're all doing the best we can with what we have. Let's start at that place. Let's start from a place of love. Okay, they may be coming from separation. They may be coming from fear. Can we still send them love? Everyone, including the people on the other side, whatever the other side is, who the internet has been made to demonize. They are all your brother and sister. Let's start as a starting point. Everyone, including people in the chat who are going, how could you say that? And I don't see anybody saying that. But even if you do, that's great. You're allowed to have your opinion. As long as we're not labeling people or yelling at people, meaning as long as we're not attacking other people. Discord is so important right now. Discussion is so important. Everyone is your brother and sister. Everyone is, in another life, your mother, your father, your son, your daughter. Everyone right now is part of this energy field, and there is no separating anyone from anything. So there is no anger. There is no hate. There is no, there isn't. It appears that there's anger or hate. What there really is right now is confusion, separation, and fear. Fear of what may happen if we do or do not do. Fear that is not yours. Fear that has been gifted to you by the collective, that has been thrust upon you, that if we do not do this, if we do not do that, then the other thing will happen. Although, at the same time, from what I hear, if we do not stand up for love, something bad will happen to help propel us to stand up for love. This is the old adage that they like saying, and I tend to say a lot, of we can have things the easy way or we can have things the hard way. We can have things whichever way we want, depending on what we put on our hearts and depending on how we speak. So this month again, we get, somebody said popcorn is the answer. I couldn't agree more. Although my stomach doesn't like popcorn, but I still couldn't agree more. We get to get grounded. We get to find a place of peace. We get to find a place of solace, be it in the school of mystics, be it in somebody else's beautiful school, be it in the forest, being wherever. We get to get grounded and find peace and do this with everything we've got. Yes, the energy has felt over the top. The energy has felt like too much. But Archangel Michael says, dear ones, I do not wish to see you suffer. And the road to suffering, this right now is a road to suffering, not a road to nowhere. It is a road to extreme suffering in the name of coming to the light. So many channels have talked about it, that we were going through this period, but we'll come out on the other side. I say, why do we have to go through this period? Why do we have to suffer? Why do we have to go to the dark? It's all about what we choose right now. So we can choose things the easy way or the hard way. Now, let us switch gears for a minute. That was part one. That was today's talking. I want to go back to yesterday's talking. And yesterday's talking said this, and it said it to me, and it's saying it for everyone. Because I was saying, do I speak my peace? Do I speak where I come from? And it said, or an archangel, that is when I say it, Archangel Michael said, be strong, dear one. Be strong, be strong, be strong. Share where you're coming from. Not an X, not a Y, not a Z, not a liberal, not a conservative, not a Republican, not a Democrat, but that you are love, you are love, you are love. I'm here to tell you, if you take nothing away from tonight, you are love, you are love, you are love. You are a divine, energetic being, no matter what's going on, as is everyone else here. And you all came from the same energetic source. And so you get to stand for love, and you get to call out anything you see that is not coming from love. One can do the most egregious things in the name of protecting you. I'm going to protect you. It may harm people. Or in your name, or in my name. But there's only one litmus test. Is it coming from love? That's the question we get to ask about everything right now. We're doing this for this reason. We're doing that for that reason. Is it coming from love? Not a love of one over another, not a love of one country or one continent or one planet even over another at the expense of all ours, but is it coming from love? So here's the second part of this, and I'm going to see how quickly we can get through it, and then we'll go to a brief meditation. Again, they said yesterday, and Archangel Michael said, dark days are definitely upon us. How dark? The decision has yet to be made. The trick is that power begets power. Power begets power, and those who have power get drunk on getting more power. So it's really dependent on how we stand. How we stand as individuals, how we stand as a collective, how we stand as a community, as a country, as a planet. We all get to stand together at this time. United as one, for love, and if we were to say against anything, against drunk power, against anything that is not for all. And this is interesting, because when I go to the guides, typically they say they're not against anything. And they say, do not fight it. Bring love, bring illumination to the darkness. The trick is right now that we are all being divided and used against each other. Electronic devices that were supposed to bring us together. Well, let's put all of the disinformation or misinformation we can on there to help tear people apart. These people are evil. We'll attack these people. We'll call these people names. These people are you. These people are me. Electronic devices, if we're not careful, serve to to tear us apart and make it easier to control. Devices tell you this person is good, this person is bad. Devices keep you from seeing the humanness in one another. There's an irony in this. The devices that were meant to bring the world together. This is a special time. This is the first time in the history of histories that we can communicate with anyone, anywhere, like that. Literally, just about anyone, anywhere, with a snap of a fingers. The devices are meant to bring the world together, but instead are being used to tear us apart because we're losing what? Community. We're losing a sense of belonging. We're losing a sense of kindred spirit. We're losing, based on pixels, based on words, based on the piss, vinegar, and vitriol. I have no other way to put it. That's not in this chat, but in other chats. You guys are awesome. Everybody's awesome, but you guys are really awesome. We're losing our understanding, our kindness, and our compassion for one another. And people don't know who to believe. How do you believe? You may not believe a word that I say. Actually, that's totally okay. Let me say that again. If you don't believe a single word that I say, that's totally okay. Check everything with your heart. Check everything and say, how does it make you feel? What is the truth to me? Here's the big picture truth from Archangel Michael. You are all my children. You are all children of God. You all bleed the same colors. Red and in a sense blue. What does this mean? It means it's time to take a stand, dear one. It's time to stand for peace. It's a time to stand for everyone coming together as one and a stand for love. And so I said, well, what is happening in March? Archangel Michael says, if no one stands for love and begins standing for love quickly, it will be a dark time indeed. The darkest you have seen in many a while, in lifetime after lifetime. Holy crap. Perhaps in lifetime or lifetime, perhaps at least as the government structure goes. But what are the people who think it's a good thing? I guess that's me asking. I'm reading what I wrote. What are the people who think this is a good thing? Archangel Michael said, this is not a political talk. We're not talking about political systems crumbling that need to be rebuilt. We're talking about the energy behind things. And the energy is unmistakable. So Archangel Michael knows that I once went to Congress. Actually, I went to Congress, I went to the House, I went to the Senate. I didn't speak with her, but I even took, it's like a golf cart, it's like a tram, I don't know what to call it, this little mini train that I took under the House and Senate with Hillary Clinton and bodyguards in the back seat. I had no idea she was behind me until I looked behind me. I didn't get to say a word, but it was interesting. What was more interesting is traveling under the House and Senate through these tunnels and this underground, not really passageways. This is how everybody moves about. I was just going to get a lunch with some senators. You don't say that very often. The energy was icky. It had a seductive energy, almost a hum, almost a rumbling. It was an energy that felt like it could suck you in like a giant magnet or a tractor beam. For some of us, we get seduced by that energy. For others, c'est moi, I ran as fast as I could from that and said I could lose myself if I played with that energy. And that's not what I'm wired to do. So I was like a positive magnet put together, and one end shoots off the other direction. But that seductive energy has been turned up 1,000-fold right now. And I've got to be honest, it's not an energy of humanization, but an energy of power at all costs. So this is not a talk of red versus blue. This is not a talk of one side versus the other, for this is a talk for all of Archangel Michael's children. It's not even a talk of right versus wrong, though there is an element of this. There is a lens you get to view, and I get to view everything from. No matter where you watch or get your news, no matter where you get your information, from X, from Z, from anything. is it done out of love? Not done out of power, not done out of fight, not done out of flight, not done out of even carrying a sword, even though Archangel Michael, forgive me, does carry a sword. But is it done out of love? Now, Archangel Michael said, Michael, I want you to be brave and share this. And actually, his exact words are, now you, dear one, are afraid you'll lose your audience by saying this. And we ask you to declare, they're talking to me, what is it you stand for, Michael? Not a party, not a political affiliation, not a liberal label, a conservative label, or anything of the sort. You stand for love, you stand for love, and you stand for love. And you don't want to see anything that takes place that is not coming from love. Not only are you all heart, I guess Archangel Michael is talking to me, but everyone is. Let me pause. Let me look at you. You are all heart. That's why you're here tonight. You are all heart. Really, I want you to anchor that in. You are all heart, and you are pure love. Now, what we're being told or taught, it's something I learned. I can't believe I'm going to share this. It's something I learned so what's my background? Oh yeah, let's give you a briefest background on Michael Sandler. What's my briefest background? Well, I'm about 50% Ukrainian Jew, 3 generations removed. I'm about 50% Russian Jew. Hello. The 3 generations removed. I had a lot of family that I never met, that my family, who's over here, never met, that was lost in the Holocaust. I was raised as a Jewish kid in New England who was sent to Christian school and Catholic school and Zavarian Catholic school and Unitarian Christian school, and grew up in these 2 interwoven cultures before finding the Native American church and dating a Native American girl for 6.5 years, and was involved in Native American traditions. So I've got this huge tapestry inside of me. And then I used to go to Jewish temple on Saturday, or how did it go? Jewish temple on Saturday night or Friday night, no, Shabbat, Jewish temple on Friday night. And then this mega evangelical church had so many people it had to hold services on Saturday night and Sunday. So I go Friday night to temple, and I go to evangelical church on Saturday night as well. Here's where it gets interesting. With no judgment. I don't judge anyone for anything. I mean, you could literally tell me I was, forgive me, an axe murderer. And I'd say, I still love you. I hope you're not still doing that. I still love you. I really hope you're not doing that. But I love you, I love you, I love you. We're all one. Here's what I was taught in the evangelical church. And this was at the start of Gulf War II. And I was actually taught this by a pastor who was from, I think, Iran. It was very, very interesting. So obviously in church, you're taught about the 10 commandments, including the commandment, thou shalt not kill. But what we were taught in the evangelical churches, thou shalt not kill, except there's a time that we may need to kill for God to prevent evil. What? Wait a second. There is a time where we may need to kill to destroy evil before it takes over the planet in the name of God. What? In other words, there is an asterisk put by the 10 commandments and an asterisk put by the thou shalt not kill that says thou shalt not kill except for. Here's my philosophy. That's bullshit. Thou shalt not kill, period. Thou shalt only, this is the golden rule, do unto others as you have others do unto you. Where does that say? And kill others if they make, what? It's all about love. If people are told, we get to harm these people, we get to hurt these people, we will get to whatever these people. Period. Done deal. End of story. Archangel Michael would say, that's wrong, you're hurting my children, that's got to stop. There is no such thing. Maria did the same thing. Grew up Jewish Unitarian Church. There is no such thing as saying we need to harm anybody else in the name of anyone, or these people need to be harmed because they're not human. These people need to be removed because they're not whatever, or hurt, or destroyed, or persecuted in order for a higher good. There is no higher good that comes out of persecuting anyone. There is no higher good that comes out of labeling anyone. It's why these labels of Dems, Republicans, liberals, Democrats, any label is putting an arrow in somebody. Even labeling yourself limits you. Labeling you means you have something you have to defend. You have to defend your label. If I was to give you a label, I'd say you're everything. You are the I am. You are the creator. If you want to defend the fact that you're love, I'm going to show you how loving I am. Go for it. That's what we get to defend. There is no higher good. There is no higher outcome than love. Coming together as one. As love, coming together as one. Sitting around a table as one. Embracing each other as one. Even here on YouTube, we get to come together as one. This is an interesting talk for me because I'm not even daring to fully look at the chat on the side. Because if you mention the deep topics or the big topics, you mention the deep questions, people get offended. That's not who and what we are. We're taught to be offended. We're taught to defend our position. If you told me on the side here, Michael, I don't agree with anything you say. Awesome. I love you, man, woman, whatever we want to say. Michael, I don't agree with anything that you say. It's okay. Michael, I really don't like you saying these things. I respect your opinion. This is where we get to come from. But there's a blanket of fear right now on the planet. And this blanket fear is being gifted to us. Just like the person who said, Michael, I'm afraid to speak in the federal government because I could lose my job. The blanket of fear is being gifted to us to silence us. I don't care what side you're on. There are no sides on a round planet. We had on Dr. Michael Lennox a few nights ago. Oh my God, brilliant show. YouTube algorithm literally shut it down. I can't believe that. It was a beautiful show, and then the algorithm went, squash. We're not going to have that get out to anybody. I don't know what the algorithm is doing. Before the show, Michael said, I'm having a real hard time being quiet right now. And I said, so am I, Michael. And I said something I can't believe I actually said. The meaning behind it was perfect. But what I said shocked me. I said, Michael, I will never, I can't believe I said it, I will never muzzle a guest. Where did that even come from? I said, you speak your truth and you be you. Everyone, that is what we all get to do at this time. We all get to speak our truth. Please speak your truth. Do it out of love, though. Darkness sweeps the planet. If we're too afraid to talk, we have to be courageous. We have to. Yeah, but if I do that, I get it. And we still be prudent. We look both ways before we cross the road. Clearly, there's a time and a place for everything. But the more that we speak, the better. There's right now a blanket of fear over the planet that says it's fearful, it's dangerous, it's divisive to speak your mind. And to this, Archangel Michael says, stop it. Stop it right now. You must speak your mind. You must speak your truth. You must speak and have the deep, meaningful conversations. But you must do them out of love, not about pounding your opinion on anybody. And it's hard. Somebody comes up to you and goes, I know you don't think the way that I do, but I want to hear what you have to say. That's awesome. And you might be doing a little flippity floopers on the inside. Because we've been taught, first off, we've been taught the largest nail gets hammered down. We've been taught in school to only speak the opinion that's the same as others, or other kids are going to bully us or beat on us. I cannot tell you the number of times that I was beaten up growing up. That may explain a lot at this point. I was one of those bullied after beaten up after beaten up. I was the kid, in Danvers, Mass, got really cold in the winter, who didn't take a school bus to school after the bullying was so bad. I think, was it third grade? Bullying was so bad on the bus, and I was getting pummeled and beaten up at the back of the bus. It was at Caddyshack. It just came out. I had big front teeth, so they called me Gopher, like in Caddyshack, but it's Massachusetts, so they call me Gopher, and they'd be beating on me, going, Gopher, Gopher, and they'd all gather around so that the bus driver couldn't see. I was getting the snot kicked out of me. And what did I learn? We still got to speak our truth, but there may be a time and a place. I don't need to get the snot kicked out of me, but we get to speak our truth. We must do so out of love. What are your fears? What are your worries? What are your concerns? Speak them out of love. What do you want? What do you wish for? What do you wish to see? Speak it out of love. Everything gets to be done out of love before it is, and this is Archangel Michael's words, too late. Not meaning the planet is going to end, but that stuff will go down to force us to bounce off of the bottom and come back out of love. And I don't want, certainly Archangel Michael does not want to see that for any of us. I certainly don't want to see that for us. So I said, are we talking it's too late now? You're writing the words too late. And I'm going, is this a fear-mongering message? Is this a threat? What do you mean? I literally have my notes. What do you mean too late? Too late for peace? Too late for humanity? In a sense, if we don't choose love. Too late to do irreversible harm on the planet? Fortunately, I got a so far no. There's a chance to reverse everything that has been done up till now. But by living in a state of separation and fear, you're driving yourself to the cliff. By living in a state of fear, as he said, this country versus that country, this continent versus that continent, and by not seeing the humanity, the dignity, the love, and the struggle in each and every one of us, that is where we're driving ourselves. So you see someone in the news, you see with someone in social media, and you see people attack them and belittle them and destroy them. I don't care who it is. No matter who it is. You say, is this love? Is this loving? Or to put it another way, the person that you're seeing being attacked, even if it's the person who wants to be attacked or you're told you should want to be attacked, where's the kindness? Where's the compassion? Where's the understanding? This is being done to drive a wedge between us, and this is what gets to stop. Now, certainly we can be asking, can I make a difference? And, we've got a bunch of people here tonight. But does it matter what I say? And it matters hugely so. Even with this machine rumbling and moving and eating and attempting to encompass all of the land with darkness. What you say, what you do, what you feel. Not the fear, but what you put in your heart. Okay, another lesson 101. And we get to continue here. I'm sure you know this. If you've been to my School of Mystics, if you've been to any of my YouTube live events, then you know that you are not just a receiver of information. You are not just a tuning fork that starts to vibrate at the frequency of fear, but you are a broadcaster. Why do I do this? Why am I on the mic speaking to you? Well, because you're a broadcaster. Yeah, I'm a broadcaster, but so are you. You have this inner microphone and this inner projector that projects out whatever you desire. You can see the news or see the social media or see the whatever or not see any of it. But what you project in your heart, that's what matters most. And it makes a real difference. What is that I just saw here? Highly evolved people are hurt when others are hurt. Yeah. Everybody here is a highly evolved, advanced soul. Seriously. You're a highly evolved, advanced soul. We call you an empath, meaning you're energetically sensitive. You don't like to see anybody hurt. But guess what? It's easy for an empath to be controlled because of that. Put us in a state of fear, and it's easy to control us. What does this mean? We bring it back to love. We bring it back to love. We bring it. Michael, is it so simple? You're just saying all this warm and fuzzy, bring it to love. Love ain't weak. Love moves mountains. So we take a stand out of love. We live out of love. We speak out of love. We take action out of love. This is the pro test. Pro being for test. Choosing to stand for what you believe in. Love for all. Peace for all. Remember the Statue of Liberty at one point. Ellis Island. Opportunity for all. I don't know about you if you're in the States, but my family all came from Ellis Island, and I know there are a lot of First Nation people. I almost married one. All about love. Everyone here is, in a sense, wherever you are. We all came from somewhere else. We are all unique. We are all not normal. Well, I can only speak for myself. I am certainly not normal. And I'm guessing you're not normal too. And that's why I love you. I love you. Everyone here is a child of God, or Archangel Michael would say, everyone is my child. You get and must do this out of love. And what happens if you do not? If not, March will be a very dark month indeed. Now, I certainly don't like hearing these messages, and that's actually what I wrote. I don't like hearing these messages, and I want to hear that things will be great. And Archangel Michael says, it depends on what you choose with your heart. If you choose in your heart love and light, there's a chance of a big change. But if you choose to let things happen, if you do not choose to speak. So yesterday I had a former landlord driving down the street and stopped, said hi. She has a Ukrainian flag. She's first generation American from Ukraine. And I started trying to speak to her. And she bent the topic away. I didn't chase her down, but I gently went there again. And she said, I don't even have words to talk about it. And so I spoke briefly. It wasn't about thrusting my opinion on her. It's about letting her know it's safe to speak. We do not feel it's safe to speak. When we do not feel it's safe to speak, that's when the powers that be get power drunk and darkness spreads across the planet. Because power begets power. But more powerful than power, well, this is sounding Star Warsian, light or love begets love. Love is so much more of a powerful, and light is so much more. It's really synonymous. Light is just love in action. Actually, made manifest is what they say. Light is love made manifest. Where there is darkness, so love, bring light. Darkness doesn't exist. You don't have to fight against darkness. There is no darkness. Darkness is separation. Darkness is fear. We are most afraid at night by design. Keep us indoors and keep us safe. Keep us in the cave. When there's light, we feel safer. We bring the light. If we choose in our hearts love and light, there is a chance, a big chance to make things better in March. But if we choose to let things happen, if we do not choose to speak, if we choose to remain quiet, then darkness will spread. I said, well, what is this darkness? It is a malaise of evil, not in death or destruction, not as of yet. I'm like, as of yet, oh great. But it is giving away your power. And that is the ultimate harm right now. Giving away our power. Everyone, myself included, we are all so fascinated in our own worlds. Oh, what do I need to take care of here? What about this? What am I reading over there? We're so fascinated in our words. We're fascinated in our phones. We're fascinated by our own personal doings and goings on that we forget about coming together as one. Now, of course, there's righteous indignation at this time. There are massive protests. Oh gosh, this is Archangel Michael speaking now. There are massive protests to come. And cities burning for sure. They've talked about cities burning this summer. I don't know exactly what this means. I do hear riots. And they say, and you don't like hearing this, dear one, but the anger will be turned up 1,000-fold. That's what happens in March. This is the challenge for the month to come. Wow. You've heard, dear one, of the term March Madness with sports. Will this March Madness be played at an even higher level? They challenge us. A you against them, an us against them, a you versus me, a splitting of one versus the other. Yes, if we don't speak and come from love. And they say, yes, a massive event will take place in March, a power grab unlike anything that you've ever seen. That is coming for certain, dear ones, sooner rather than later if people do not come from love. And come from love right now. I said, well, what about earthquakes and floods? Can we get off of the politics? What about the earthquakes and floods? And they said the greater tremor is the political run right now. The greatest challenge is a political challenge right now. It is not the politics of a party. This has gone way beyond this. The virus or the cancer, the scourge on our hearts, this malaise coming from deep inside of us, but is represented on the outside right now. It sounds judgmental. It's not meant at that at all. It's about we've gone to the dark. How do I put this? Not we've gone to the dark side. We've dimmed our light in the name of fear. Here's me speaking. There are so many people who, well, let's go to School of Mystics. And I haven't really done a shameless plug for it yet. And I get to, because I'll help you this month. I will tremendously help you in the School of Mystics. And oh yeah, you can try it for free this week. Give it a try. See if you like it. You like it? Great. Stay. You don't like it? That's okay. We love you too. We love you anyway. School of Mystics, I help people shine really, really bright. I think it was asked last week. No, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, because last week was a clearing. Oh yeah, you get free clearings, you get all this good stuff. Powerful monthly clearings. I was asked 2 weeks ago, Michael, if I shine my light brightly, others may be upset. It's a brilliant question. Here's the dealio. We don't flaunt it. We don't thrust our light in front of anybody. But we don't dim our light for anyone. That's when darkness wins. That's when darkness comes over the planet. When we dim our lights. That's what's taking place right now. So this can truly be about living your greatest life on earth. We all did come here for a reason, and I don't believe we came here to be we didn't come here to see shit go down. Excuse me. We came here to evolve. We came here to grow. We came here to ascend. Not ascend meaning, I'm out of here. But meaning to live your greatest life and what you accomplish, how you contribute, how you simply want to live and be. That's what we're meant to do. But if we dim our lives, if we don't speak our truths, if we don't come from love, then we spiral backwards. We spiral down the mountains. Not toward, I'm told, a World War III, though there are leaders that just keep using that term as if it's suddenly common knowledge or collective knowledge, as a way to control fear and as a way to bring something about. We're not talking about, and they're not talking about World War III, but a spiraling backwards of pitting one fellow human being against another. That must stop, says Archangel Michael. I'd say that must stop too. No one is right. No one is wrong. Yeah, but Michael, these people are doing this. I'm not going to call them right or wrong. I'm going to say, is this coming out of love? If this is not. If this is not coming out of love, what can I do to help you come from a place of love? What can I do to help you feel safe enough to place of love? What can I do to help you become a benevolent leader where you want to bring everyone up? A benevolent leader. The time has come for the benevolent leader that wants to bring everyone up to their level or even higher. No one is right, no one is wrong, no one is good, no one is bad, no one has a country, no one has a border. It is simply people being people. And I'm hearing Barbara Streisand now. People being people no matter where they may be. People being people, and we get to support everyone. That's what this lifetime is all about. That's what this moment is all about. That's what this march is all about. Now, it is easier and easier. We're almost done here. We'll get to a meditation. It is easier and easier with the media whatever media, whatever X, whatever social media, whatever, to go to a place of outrage or righteous indignation. While this can be, if treated very carefully, a powerful positive fuel, it is also a very slippery slope and incredibly dangerous. An incredibly dangerous slope, as is a slippery slope of condemnation. And that is not what this message is all about. In fact, as my guys like to say, but I first heard it from Paul Selig's guy, so I want to give credit where credit is due. He's my all-time favorite spiritual teacher. What you damn damns you back. I'm going to say that more slowly. What you damn damns you back. What does this mean? You're horrible for doing this. How could you possibly do this? We can recognize what ain't working for us. Absolutely. But what you damn damns you back. Can we condemn bigotry? Certainly. Can we condemn violence? Absolutely. Hatred? Absolutely. But the anger of condemnation is still bringing it right back at you for what you damn damns you back. Using this energy of righteous indignation, of hatred, of enmity, of violence. And that's what we're going to get coming back to you. Nothing but more of the same. Instead, this is what I teach in the mystics, use a higher energetic power. Use the force, Luke. Use a higher way of being to stand for what you wish, to stand for what you desire, to stand for all of it. You must use the power of love. That's why I'm teaching grounding in the School of Mystics this month. How in the world do you come to a place of love when it's going and you're being pummeled all over the place? And I know that there are people, many people, who don't watch anything and are so exhausted right now because the energy is in the field. The energy is in the field. Hey, I'm speaking from Florida. The energy is in the field in Australia, in New Zealand, in, oh my God, is he going to say the C word? In China? The energy is everywhere right now. Or Canada? The energy is everywhere. We get to get grounded with all this energy around us so that we can get to a higher state of being. We can get to and use a higher energetic power so we can truly use the force, Luke, or Leia, both. A higher way of being to stand for what you wish for, what you desire, to stand for all of it, to stand for the Hana bear that isn't just the Hana bear that I hold, Hana bear, but the Hana bear that's inside of each and every one of us. You're just as joyous and gleeful and happy and connected as Hana bear on the inside. Even if that light has been dimmed, even if there are so many wounds that are covering it up, it's still who and what you are. We must use our power of love. That's what we're talking about. That's what this message is about. That's what's going on in the world today. Even or especially as stuff has the potential to go down, can we choose love at this time? Loving actions, loving conversations. So Paul Bart is going, Hana bear is inside of me. You get what I'm saying, Paul. We all have an inner, joyous, connected soul, spirit, Bart, that is the creator, that is the universe, that is the light. Can you choose to embrace that? Loving actions, loving conversations, be daring. Beth, we get to resist by coming from love, by speaking our truth, loving conversations, loving messages, even if the world, especially if the world woo! I was trying to make a point and the microphone went flying on me. Now it doesn't want to adjust right. Will you stay? Hold on. There we go. Even or especially, I was going to go like this. Even or especially if the world appears to be anything but love. At the farmer's market. I was at the farmer's market this weekend. Emily Ward is in here somewhere. Love you, Emily. Emily was at the farmer's market too. And excuse me, there's some brilliant questions coming in. I'll answer as many as I can in the chat in just a couple of minutes. At the farmer's market, we see love. In class, School of Mystics, we see love. And this group, I see love. How did I get so good at this? It's a channeled co-creation, Paul or Bart. That was Paul Blart. It was a channeled co-creation. There is love that's all around us. Get with a group like this coming out of love. That's another shameless plug for the School of Mystics, or whatever group you want. A group that is only for love, the group that is only for the light. That's what we get to do at this time. Can we step forward out of love? This is mission critical. What happens if you do step forward out of love? You, yes, I'm speaking below the camera. There, you can change the world. You can change the world out of love. And what will happen if you don't change the world? Well, I am told from Archangel Michael again, there is a closing right now of the easy road, or a closing of the window to the easy world. The window is closing for the brighter path, not out of fear, not out of darkness, but out of, I hate this word, reality. So we and you, I'm told, are given a choice. Can I live at a higher level? Can I speak my truth from a higher plane? Can I act not as a red, not as a blue, not a conservative, not as a liberal, be all the zebra you want to be, not as anything of the sort, not as an American, not as a Canadian, not as a anything Ian, but can I live a European, a Russian, a Ukrainian, a Chinese? But can I live as a human being? Or truly as a divine, immortal, energetic being, having an energetic experience in human form? And can I do so out of love? For love is all there is. Love is the greatest message. That is the greatest teaching. We all came to this planet. We are going to throw you in a situation that appears to be anything but loving, so that you can be the ascendant master that you truly are. I know there are some people who say, I'm an ascendant master. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm an ascendant master. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're an ascendant master. Heen, you're an ascendant master. Young, you're an ascendant master. Hugh, you're an ascendant master. Plant lover. Christina, Jeans, Natasha. We are all ascendant masters. Ain't no soul that came in here that's not an ascendant master. Now, there's some ascendant masters who either don't know what to do with it or are playing different roles to help us to grow. I say we choose to play the role that's easiest for us to grow. Out of love, from love, for love, through love, being love. Not just to be the change we wish to see in the world, but to be the energy we wish to feel in the world. Don't just be the change you wish to see in the world. Be the energy you wish to feel. Acting from love, being from love, standing from love. And please, this is what I'm told from Archangel Michael, and I will say it as well. Please, dear ones, speak from love. We need to hear your voice at this time. Whatever your voice is, whatever your opinion is, the more different your opinion, the better. That's how we rock this world. Not by all having the same opinion, because the same is what gets us in trouble. That's called the tyranny of the masses. But all coming together, sharing our own unique individual frequency, our own unique individual spark, our own unique individual opinion. Speaking from love, from the heart, understanding love is all there is, and that your voice, your heart, and your soul matters exquisitely. And in the history of histories, and certainly in the history of humanity, your soul and your heart and your voice matter now more than ever. Be the love and speak your truth. And how does it get any better than this? Yes. All right. I'm going to take some water. I'm going to answer questions. And there's some beautiful comments in here. Christina, boring being the same. Yes. Authenticity, Holly. Agreed. And oh, yes. I didn't give a full-on shameless plug. I'm going to drink some water, then I'm going to give a full-on shameless plug, and then I'm going to go into questions and a meditation. And we just got through, I can't believe it, 355, a record, 355 channeled points, and we did it in record time. How does it get any better than this? All right. Hold on here. And if you have some water, go for it. Okay. Shameless plug. After all of that, I have this thing called the School of Mystics. We meet online 4 Wednesdays a month, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. It's just as powerful recorded as it is live. We have family time before it begins. We get together for a beautiful teaching. There is Q&A session. We dive really deep. There are attunements to bring your energy up, way up. We do giant group meditations. We do clearings. It is an opportunity to see your spirit soar, to feel safe, to feel accepted, to feel loved, dare I say, and to heal. When we do these group meditations, when we do these clearings, you feel your heart heal. And I share with you, and through the attunements, the energetic vibration that I help share with you, bring your energy up each and every week to where you never fully go down to the lower level. You start seeing the world from this higher plane or this higher perspective. And it truly changes you from the inside out, and it changes the world around you from the inside out as well. This month's theme, we have a different theme each month. This month's theme is grounding. I want to ground you. I want to bring you to a state of peace. I want to bring you to that state of love so that you are the calm at the center of the storm, no matter what goes on around you. And then sneak peek, next month, we're going to hope. How does it get any better than this? How does it get? Because we're going to ground, and then we're going to bring you up even higher still. There are people in the chat, they can tell you all about it. I have a hard time. I can say it's life-changing, but it's much better for somebody else to tell you that. But I think it's really, really profound. People have come in feeling dark or depressed or anxious or fearful or with real serious health challenges otherwise, and have improved. Or if nothing else, have gotten out of that dark funk. I'm hearing, we've got the funk, getting to a place of love for the School of Mystics. We have a link here. Feel free to try it out this week on me. See what you think. Stay if you want. Go if you want. Love you no matter what. But it is an opportunity to connect with like-minded souls, to connect with me. It's live with me. We see each other in Zoom if you like, or you can just see me on Zoom and not be visible, or just catch the recording. But it's an opportunity to connect at a much higher level and really shift your existence. All right, that's the shameless plug. And now I'm wishing I had some tissue on me, but I don't. We'll be good. Let us go into some beautiful questions. And Stephanie K has donated $27 to GoFundMe to help everyone with the fires in California. How does it get any better than this? All right. Bring the funk. Okay. Can automatic writing be done for one lesson? Manstein, teaching all of automatic writing kind of goes beyond the scope. Can it be done in School of Mystics? That's an interesting question. What I tend to do is discount automatic writing in School of Mystics because it's beyond the teaching of School of Mystics. But I do have a class once a month for automatic writing. And that class is coming up on the 18th of this month. And I'm sure we'll put a special coupon code and something to help you get in there. And if you can't afford, let us know and we will help you out. If we can, we'll get you in for free. If not, if you can donate something, you donate whatever is comfortable for you. But I want everybody to learn this stuff. I want everybody to be able to channel. I want everybody to be able to hear from the other side. So shoot us a line. I think it's aya@inspirenationshow.com if you need help. Or if you want to sign up, go to automaticwriting.com. And there's live classes on the 18th, but you'll also get the last live class that you can begin with today, and a whole video-based program so you could learn automatic writing and start channeling literally tomorrow. All right, next question. Okay. Young Mike at Murphy's. Michael, how can we love our abusers? I'm having a hard time with this. All right, here's the dealio. Loving, forgiving, and wanting anything to do with somebody else are something completely different. Loving and forgiving heals your heart. Loving and forgiving heals your heart. You can't control their heart. But I did not say that you have to interact with them ever again. And it may take a long time. I can't say I've had probably the abuse or anything close to it, young Mike, that you have had. But I have had the schnot kicked out of me. That's a technical term. I've had some really, really bad juju happen to me. Another technical term. Do I send love? Absolutely. I even had some stuff recently take place in our family, and I was shocked by it. That's an understatement. I had to take some deep breaths. I still got to send love. It helped to heal my heart. That's what we're doing, young Mike. We're not trying to help anybody else. We're not trying to heal anyone else. We're working on our own hearts. So, young Mike, the last thing that I would say, and Sharon Kine just joined the Backstage Pass. I got to let you know, all Backstage Pass members, the last few weeks have been so full on, I haven't gotten up the videos the way I would regularly like to. And I'm certainly asking Aya Bear for some assistance here. What I'd like to do is I have a daily Woohoo newsletter. Please join. Do I have a link to the daily newsletter? Is there something here that says daily newsletter? This is set up by my producer. There we go. So every day I have a newsletter, dailywoohoo.com, and where I help bring your energy up on a daily basis. I'd like to help even more with the Backstage Pass of bringing these lessons video to make it even easier for you. So that's part of what we're going to be doing in the Backstage Pass. Young Mike, there is there's a Hawaiian healing prayer. You probably know of it. I mentioned it so many times before. It bears repeating one more time here, then we'll move on to the next question. It's called Ho'oponopono. This is a healing prayer for your heart that appears on the surface to be about forgiveness to others. It ain't that at all. It's for your heart. So here's what we do. We take that abuser, and please, and certainly I want you to do clearing after clearing after clearing. And yes, we do a ton of that in the School of Mystics. If you need help getting in, just let us know. We'll help you out. It's a Hawaiian healing prayer that on the surface appears to be forgiveness for somebody else, or you're offering your forgiveness, your apologies. It's not that. It's helping heal our own hearts. Here are the 4 lines that you get to say over and over and over again. Think of the other person very briefly, then get off of that. I don't need you to focus on the abuse ever again. This is not a spiritual bypass. We get to look at the wound. We get to heal on the wound. But we do not need to focus on the wounding. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. Keep repeating that. It's a I love you to yourself. I am sorry to yourself. Please forgive me. It's healing your heart to yourself. Thank you to yourself. Not about anyone else. This helps heal your heart. But then when it comes to abuse, I would get assistance in every way, shape, or form. And I would do all the energy clearings in the world. And then you will be able to send love to your abusers, even as you stay 100,000 miles away. Lee Zahn, and young Mike, I sent all my love your way. What about true self-defense? Ooh, I didn't say anything about not defending yourself. I never said that. Aikido, one of my favorite things that I learned, pretty bad at it. Or Tai Chi, another great one, where you take the energy of the attacker and you turn it around. Not to do mortal harm to another, but you Tai Chi or move that energy around and send it back out. I never said don't defend yourself. Yeah, but Michael, doesn't that mean getting arms and doing this and doing that? No, that's not what I'm saying. Approach everything from love. That level of defense is a last line of action, never done out of malice, but done out of love. Do everything out of love and switch the energy of the planet, and there will not be any need for that defense, because that defense comes from separation, comes from fear, worry, or anger. But what do we do now? We do the best we can for a 2-step dance. We do the best we can to get out of harm's way, while at the same time making sure we do not get hurt. Now, I know this does not sound easy. I am not making it sound easy. Hell, if I went back to my old school, what do we call it? Can I even share this? I took a class in college under the former Deputy Department of Defense Director on arms control. Way back when. I understand all of this stuff I can't understand it on such a deep level, and I do understand it on such a deep level. But what we cannot do is ever, ever, ever lose sight of the humanity of another, no matter what. So this is something the Dalai Lama said, and I'm going to misquote it completely. He said he had monks follow him out of Tibet that had been locked up for a long time. And they got out of Tibet. They made it down to India, probably to Dharamsala or whatever there was at the time. And they said, we almost, how did I go? Something like we almost lost our lives. And Dalai Lama says, what, were you almost killed? And they said, no, worse. We almost lost compassion for our captors. To them, the worst thing that happened would not be to lose their physical lives, but to stop coming from a place of love, because they realized that was most important. Fallon Taylor, why is there so much labeling, stigmatizing, and blame today? Separation. It keeps us separate. It keeps us downtrodden. It keeps us in a state of being able to be controlled. It's them who did this to you. If we get rid of the it's them who did this to you, then in a sense there's no control over you. It's hey, let's come together and do something about this. Oh, okay, we don't have enough food? Well, maybe if we all work together, there is. Hey, we don't have enough land or resources? Hey, if we come together. But instead, we can be controlled if we say, they're taking it all from us. It's them who did this to us. And so we get to see through that control that's being forced upon us. Now, it's forced upon us early. It's forced to get upon us not just in media, not just in news, but in animated movies, in other movies, in TV shows, in snarky comedies. Everywhere there's this labeling, put downing, stigmatizing, blaming, and dehumanizing. Look for dehumanizing. You will find it everywhere. And dehumanizing is like an ultimate method of control. Because if I can dehumanize one, then I can victimize another. And now I've got you. I've dehumanized this party, these people over here, but they did it to you. You're a victim. And so now I've got the answer. Give me your power, you poor little victim. And let's go after these people, and I will take care of you. And that ain't just happening here. That's happening everywhere on the world right now by the old guard trying to maintain power. It ain't about a party, by the old guard trying to maintain power as we're coming to a higher state of beingness, of greater love and of greater life. Megan, can you help me understand how my emitting love changes the politicians who are acting from here, who have the control and the power? Well, in several ways, Megan. First off, if we think of ourselves as physical beings having a physical experience, it doesn't do anything. If we think of we've all been in a room, Megan, where somebody's come in and we felt better, or our hearts opened, or we've been to a concert, or we've been to a symphony, and we're lifted up, or we've watched a movie, and we feel so much better. And we make different decisions because of how we feel, right? When we're in love, we make some really cool decisions, hopefully some really smart decisions, but some really cool decisions. When we emit such a field of energy, the decisions that the politicians make are different. And the decisions that the people make as to who they choose for politicians are different too. And we empower more people to speak to the politicians who, the last I checked, still have pulses, and they will make different decisions. If politician X, Y, or Z said, we are doing this tomorrow, whatever this is, and I know this is being done tomorrow, but this is being done every day. We are doing this tomorrow. And what do we have? 300 and some odd million people in this country? This is the U.S. We got 8 billion on the planet. If 300 and some odd million people called into the switchboard tomorrow for those politicians, if 30 million, it's 10%. If 3 million, that's 1%. If 300,000, oh, that's 0.1%. If a whole bunch of people called in out of a state of love and said, don't do that, they ain't going to do that. Now you can say, well, there's only a point in which point there's authoritarian power and then they're not going to. At some point, everyone will listen. When done out of love. That's that old adage, and you can see certainly that woman who's creating weaponry in World War II, but it says, united we stand. United we stand out of love. Paul Blart. How do you know if it's love or not? Check in with your heart. Paul, you've had some amazing comments here tonight. Check in with your heart. This is the ultimate litmus test. How does this feel? Your heart has the answers. You've been told it doesn't have the answers. That's a lie. Your heart has all the answers. How does it make you feel? So I got some story right before I came on here. About an hour before I came on here. And then I had to go and watch a little uplifting movie. I caught some story. Wasn't even looking for a story. Caught some story, and I got done with just a couple sentences of it. I'm a speed reader, so it might have been a little longer than that, and I jumped the heck off it. And I'm like, oh, doesn't feel good. Oh, I'm being manipulated. This isn't coming out of love. Now, this doesn't mean that all stories, and this is what this world is, stories, but it doesn't mean that all stories are loving stories. There are difficult stories, but feel into where this is coming from. That's what you get to do. Catherine, so do we say, how do we speak? Some of the words are cut off here. So what do we say? How do we speak out when we don't want to pick sides? Well, Catherine, don't pick sides. Oh, no, not don't, because that's telling you what to do. It's okay and important to have your own opinion. So you could call up, and again, to me, there are no Trumpers, there are no Dems, there are no this, there are no that. They're just people. You can call up a politician or group of politicians and go, oh my God, do not do X, Y, or Z. And then you can call up a different group of politicians on the other side or whatever tomorrow and go, I really want you to do this. You didn't pick sides except the side of love. You didn't say, I'm against this Republican or this Democrat or this other party or these other people. You chose to speak your voice, your opinion, what's on your heart. That wasn't picking sides. Now, if it appears to be one side is more aligned with love than the other side, that's okay too. It's all okay. There are no rules. Just make it out of love. When I say that I am not a Republican or a Democrat, I am just love. I have been saying for decades, where's the politician? Where's the leader? Where's the presidential candidate that says, I want no war. I'm against all war. We're going to stop war. We're going to find peace. We're going to find love. Yeah, it's about time. I'm going to be a benevolent leader where I'm going to take all of our weapons, turn it into plowshares. We're going to feed the planet, and nobody's going to need to attack anybody anymore. Michael, that's really Pollyannish. Yeah, it's awesome. And it's time. And at the same time, right now, that's not necessarily where we're at. So we get to call up those who we do not believe are speaking out of love and say, I'm not lecturing you. I love you very much. And I have a better plan for you. I have a suggestion for you. This is just my opinion, but there are another 100 million people who share the same opinion. Let's go this way instead of that. Thank you. All right. From Sierra. Could the coming stuff be first contact? I mean, the energy's coming in this month. Could they be ET contact? That's not what I'm hearing. And the reason I go is, to me, it feels like that's been delayed. This is just me speaking. This is not Archangel Michael speaking. But what I'm getting out of the channeling is that it's going to be something very human this month. Now, we've had on Dr. Stephen Greer talking about a big, massive false flag event. Could it be that? Sure, it could be. Is it going to be that? I don't know that it will be. But I am told that it is something by those in power that will make us so shocked and fearful, we will totally and completely give away our power, give away the keys to the kingdom to protect ourselves. That's what I'm told it is at this point. I hope I'm wrong. I hope when I do the April show, that you say, everybody here in the chat goes, Michael, you were totally wrong, and nothing happened. Woohoo! I'm okay with that. I am totally okay with that. That looks like it for questions. All right, so I'm going to drink some water, and we are going to go into a brief meditation here. Oh man, there's some cool comments here. All right. So when I close my eyes like that, what I'm doing is I'm feeling into what's going to be the meditation. And I've got to thank Aya Bear, who's been super moderator extraordinaire here tonight, and all of the Dream Team members, and Bear behind the scenes, Bobster, Super Bobs, and everybody here, Magda and Renee and everyone, Tony for your thumbnails, everyone. So thank you to the whole Dream Team. And thank you. And again, come join us at the School of Mystics. Give it a try. It's free. And my guess is we will radically shift your energy and help you ground at this time. And you might just want to stay. You might just absolutely fall in love with it and fall in love with the new you. All right. Let's see. What I'd like you to do, we've been going for quite a while here, so we're going to keep this on the shorter side, is I would like you to close your eyes, take in a nice, slow, deep breath. In through the nose, down to the belly, and out through the nose. In and out. In and out. In and out. And as we continue to breathe nice and deep, we have a beautiful, loving, amazing crowd here with us tonight, this morning, or whenever you're watching this. So we're going to harness the power of the group now. So what I'd like you to do is reach out and take hands with the person who's next to you watching this, past, future, and present. The person that's next to you on the left, who's watching this, past, future, and present. And they're going to form this nice, beautiful, loving circle. A circle on the beach. Beach at night, gentle, soft sand beneath our feet. It's almost powdery. It's almost like ash. It is so incredibly, I think they call it sugar sand. So soft. It's glistening in starlight. It's kind of sparkles coming off of the sand. We're all breathing in together as one and out together as one. In as one and out as one. In as one and out. As we keep breathing in and out, we're all on the beach, we're all forming this giant circle. Suddenly, magically, we each have a candle in our hands. Ooh, goody. And it's like we're having this candlelight vigil. And we're leaning one direction with our candle, we're leaning the other. And we're just feeling such incredible love. We're feeling such incredible light. And we're feeling so incredibly powerful. Ooh, what does that mean? Well, a vision suddenly comes to you. You notice that if you look in the center of the circle, all of a sudden, it's like the ocean is at the center of the circle, and the ocean is gleaming and glistening with the starlight from above, except it's right there before you, and you see this circle of candles in the light before you, and you recognize, wait a second, This isn't water that I'm looking at. This is a giant parabolic dish. A parabolic dish on the beach. Who knew I could have a meditation, a candlelight visual meditation with a parabolic dish on the beach? And what is this parabolic dish? It is the power that I have to broadcast the most amazing message out to the universe, out to the politicians, out to the leaders, out to the ethos, and out to everyone, everywhere. And what is that message? And what is it I'd like to share? Well, that's up to you. But where we're going to begin is I'd like you to take your free hand, the one that's not holding the candle, and put it in your heart right now. And I'd like you to feel into the most special, loving experience you've ever had, or something that just totally lights you up. Maybe it's a puppy, a bunny, a kitty cat, your own Hana bear. Oh, I love you, Hana bear. Or whatever it is for you that brings you that incredible inner glow. Can you see that? Can you feel that? Maybe the candle will be all right. You maybe put both hands on your heart and just anchor in that moment. See it, feel it, breathe it, touch it, taste it. Be that feeling. Be that love. And know, it's not just a moment, but this is who and what you are. Are you really the cute and fuzzy bunny? Oh, absolutely. Are you really that baby, that Hana bear, or that who knows what? Oh, you betcha. Are you really this powerful, this special, and this much of a creator of love? Oh, beyond anything you could ever, ever, ever imagine. And now with this power in your heart, I want you to imagine that you beamed this out. With this parabolic dish, you beamed out all this love, all this energy to the whole world, to the whole planet. And I want you to imagine that your energy, your heart, and your love completely transformed this world. What would you see? Would be a land of daisies and flowers and hills and clean water. Everybody being able to run and play and breathe at ease. Would it be incredible advancements in technology or music or the arts or a healing of the planet? Or a coming together of all the colors of the rainbow of all different human beings, colors, creeds, everything is one. A return of animals once extinct. Our galactic brothers and sisters coming down to meet us. A world that is so incredibly special, even more so than the one we have now. Where every galactic being, every spirit, every soul would love to come to visit this most incredible place. What is it you can see and feel with your heart? What is this world you'd like to see, this world you'd like to feel? What is this vision or this feeling state you'd like to broadcast out to the universe? We are one, we are one, we are one. I'll let you in on a secret as we're holding this in our heart. That message right now is being broadcast, not just in a meditation, not just on a make-believe beach, but by holding this in your heart, with you as the creator, the divine, immortal, energetic creator that you are. You are broadcasting this out to the politicians. You are broadcasting this out to the power players, which is actually you and me. You are broadcasting this out to the ETs and to the entire world. You are broadcasting out with each moment and each thought, the most powerful, the most beautiful, and the most magnificent vision you could ever imagine. And does this make a difference? Oh, you betcha. It changes you. It changes me. It changes your nervous system. It rewires your DNA. It activates DNA. It changes your health, your well-being. And when all of these dreams and all of these messages and all of these projections come together as one, as the most amazing symphony that we are, from love, about love, through love, and for love, we literally transform the world from the inside out. Are you powerless? Oh, no way. Are you all powerful? You better believe it. And can you literally transform the world from the inside out just from a meditation like this? Yes, yes, and heck yes. Or something even better. So feel free to glow in this radiant love, in this radiant light, in this amazing candlelight circle with this parabolic dish beaming out your hopes, your hearts, your desires to the world. And if and when you're ready, feel free to just shut this off and stay with this inner glow as long as you'd like. Or come back down, remembering your time on the beach. Come back to your chair, back to your living room, and back to your day-to-day life, knowing what you've planted on the heart, on your heart that is, guarantees you will never, ever, ever be the same. I send love, I send love, I send love. And how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Whew. Feel free to join me in the School of Mystics. We've got a beautiful, beautiful show with Julie Poole on Thursday night. How does it get any better than this as well? And I send so much love your way. So Dean's was writing, I see a new earth where everyone barters. For some reason, I started reading, I imagine new earth, and then something about whales everywhere. I don't know why I saw the word where as whales. Oh, I love you so much, and I wish you the most beautiful evening. And so now I'm going to hand it over to where we've got way too many buttons going on here. I'm going to hand it over to, there we go. We'll do the thumbs up here. My sister, Ayla Ray, literally my sister, who does the ending music for this, and she is an award-winning singer, producer, musician herself. And a lot of people ask where you can find her music. And Aya Bear will put down where I should know where, but she'll put that down along with a beautiful link to try out the School of Mystics for free. So love you, everyone. I see Lupe, Paul, Jen, Michelle, I love you, Michelle, and Matthew and Doreen and Young Mike. Thank you, Young Mike, and Celestiana and Millie and Icefear and Maria and Holly and Kathy and Sunshine, and on it goes. And I love you. Woo-hoo. Have the most beautiful evening, day, new week, and new month ahead. Keep on shining bright and talk.
Every day there's a new horizon. Birds keep on singing, earth keeps on spinning. Time to toss any fears that rule you. Dance to vibrations, no limitations.